Yo, what's up everyone out there in the ether? This is Travis with Green Carpet Media, bringing you another Heroes of the Storm, a commentary presented by Froyo. Go to your local Froyo shop, grab yourself a nice scoop of that delicious cold goodness. It's got the healthy probiotics, but it's also sweet. Don't put too much gummies or gummy worms onto it. It'll make it not very healthy. So today we have a great cast today. This is a Hero League game, and it is ripped straight from Hotslog. I want to briefly say that the red team has a Varian and a Sonya. Those are some pretty good tanks right there. While on the other team, you got an Artanis and a Johanna. Ooh, which one's better? Which one's better? Tank-wise, tank-wise, and I might be wrong about this, but I think the blue team has a better tank line here. When it comes to healers, now that's debatable because Lily is definitely going to make that Thrall. She's going to make that Thrall's life a little bit more challenging than it has to be. Every time that Thrall's going to come in, she's going to put on that blinding wind, make sure that he can't hit anyone with his melee abilities, and really stop him from doing a lot of damage. But Thrall is he does a lot of a lot of his attacks come from his basic abilities as well, like his chain lightnings and his feral spirits. So maybe it's not going to be so tough for him. So we'll see what happens. I'm really secretly rooting for the red team because I love my boy Gul'dan. He is the freaking man. So let's get into the actual game here. Artanis is going to pull out a Phase Prism and miss Sonya, unfortunately, while Malfurion and Thrall are going to be soaking the middle lane. They have to be extremely careful because there is a 3-man push with Gul'dan, Lily, and Varian. Now, the middle lane does have a good tank here. Oh, Nazeebo is getting caught out. I think he's going to go down from Sonya and Tracer. Artanis is zipping in, trying to, do as much damage as he can, but he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Going to be able to make it to his wall, and I think he'll be fine overall. He does have that shield overcharge, so he'll be good. Johanna's got to be very careful because she's going to walk right through that Gul'dan's corruption. Got to be extremely careful. You don't ever want to just walk straight through a corruption. You want to zig left, you want to zig right. And Johanna, she did do the right thing. There's another corruption going down, and I think Johanna might bite the bullet because her D ability is on cooldown, but she was able to make it. So we can see in the middle lane we got a Tracer and Lily, and it looks like the red team is rotating down with a 4-man. Great pulse bomb onto Malfurion. He's going to go down. Get destroyed. He is going to get, dare I say it, deforested. I did say it. I did. So the point A is coming up, and it looks like the blue team is very low. Artanis is super low. It's going to be in favor of the red team right now since Artanis does have the pullback. Malfurion just spawned. The Protector, point A is going to come up while Malfurion is going to join the fight, but look at the blue team. They're all, they have the 2 members at half health, while the red team has about 3 members at 80%. Varian is taking a lot of damage. Gul'dan is doing his corruptions and fell waves on the blue team, and that's just doing a ton of damage. Varian popping in on Nazeebo. He's going to go down. You can see Artanis is taking Sonya very well. There's going to be a Phase Prism onto Sonya. Sonya is going to go down after all, so it is a 1-for-1 trade currently. The blue team's got to be very careful. That Thrall does get a Feral Spirit on the Tracer, but Tracer is so slippery, so she's not going to be bogged down so easily. There's a Flame Strike, Flame Strike onto Johanna. She's going to go down. Thrall's going to take down Tracer. So another 1-for-1. Which trade was better? In my opinion, probably the red team got the better of the blue team in that situation. Artanis was sitting at about 10% health. He is back up to 20% because Malfurion is putting some regrowths on him. Sonya is jumping in. She might have been able to do a clutch whirlwind and heal herself, plus do a ton of damage to the blue team. There's the whirlwind going down, destroying Malfurion. The blue team is in disarray, and it looks like Artanis does have to back out with about 1 or 2% health. There's some beautiful corruptions and beautiful flame waves coming out for Gul'dan, and the red team, I think, is going to be able to clutch this out. There's a pulse bomb onto Johanna. Johanna is going to fall as well. Sonya and Tracer are just doing so much damage. A single Thrall is not going to be able to take back that point as the Protector falls down. Varian and Sonya enter that Protector. Two of the tanks are in there, and they're going to be doing a ton of damage to that fort wall. So the Protector is a very interesting mechanic. I mean, as you guys probably already know, it's like a Cho'Gall. There's two people that pilot the mech, get in there, and do a ton of damage. And it's really interesting that both tanks are in there because that means that the healer and the two DPS, they can sit back and have that Protector tank for them, and they can just dish out a world of damage here. So the red team is doing a fantastic job. They have 8 kills to the blue team's 2. The Protector is not afraid to just jump in there and do a ton of damage. The Zebo's got to be very careful because he's going down to about 10% health. Johanna, while she is extremely tanky, she is by herself right now. That Tracer has sniffed her out. That D ability, making her unstoppable, giving that little bit of shield, has been activated. She is waltzing through that corruption again and just getting so much damage onto her. Now we can see that Gul'dan himself has gone his corruption build and also is he's looking to essentially get about, I believe it's 40 corruption stacks, hit 40 heroes with corruption, and then what corruption will do is bounce 3 times and then bounce back 3 times. It's pretty interesting. Lily's going into her dragon build. I'm wondering if she's going to go into water dragon. Let's take a look. I'm very interested. What do we got, Lily? Water dragon build, which I believe the water dragon slows her opponents by 70%. I'm a Lily player, but I always go jugs of 1,000 healing. So we'll see. Tracer's going Tracer's going the extended pulse bomb damage. Sonya's going for Leap. That's going to be interesting. Gul'dan's going for Horrify. Lily's going for Water Dragon. And Varian is going for, what is that ability called? Charge. There's a Pulse Bomb on Nazebo. Varian wants blood. Malfurion is being caught out of position a little bit. Tracer is too low. Going to be taken down by the cannon tower. I thought Tracer might capitalize on either that Nazebo or Malfurion, but, she went a little bit too far probably. Varian, there's Artanis with a phase prism, but Varian was able to charge in onto Artanis after they did swap, so that was a very interesting mechanic. I liked it. Gul'dan's up here at the north, clearing minion waves, making sure that it's pushed out pretty well. Sonya's going to come in onto Nazebo. Nazebo is very low. Can he tap at the well? He cannot. Not even Malfurion's regrowth is able to keep the beautiful zombie lord afoot. So it looks like the blue team is going to come up north and clear that minion, or in the middle and clear that minion wave up, while the red team is going to clear minion wave down south. They everyone wants to make sure that their forts, their cannons aren't being attacked. So this is going to be an interesting fight here. I think that the red team, again, might have the advantage. It's not really an advantage, honestly. I mean, it's like the middle. It's just the middle lane. The B node, however, is coming up north, is going to be activated, and Thrall is in so much trouble. There is a suppression pulse coming down by Artanis, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Sonya is going to do a leap. She does miss the Thrall. Thrall is actually going to be escaping. It's actually Malfurion that's going to bite the bullet. Thrall needs to get out of there. His Frost Wolf's resilience is not going to be able to save him. Artanis gets the pulse bomb to the face. His shield overcharge was not activated. Nazebo's Pestilence is going to go down, but it's going to not do the damage that it needs to do. Or is it? Look at Sonya just ticking down. Lily's trying to heal her. Is she going to die? No, she's going to live. She's going to tap at the mana well, but that was extremely close. That was a lot of poison damage from Nazebo being placed onto Sonya. No one has yet to channel the Protector. There's a turret going down. Nazebo's going to try to take that out. I think he's in an awkward position. Sonya's leap is not available. It's about 18 seconds away. And neither is Gul'dan's Horrify. That could definitely put them in some nice positioning. So there's Varian charging in. He is taking a lot of damage. Suppression Pulse is going down. Water Dragon onto Johanna. She is currently unstoppable, so it's not really going to affect her that much. Thrall is attacking that Sonya. Nazebo is in a lot of trouble from Tracer. There's a Horrify. Malfurion is going to drop, and Sonya might go down as well. Thrall is doing a ton of damage. Johanna is going to go down to a Pulse Bomb, most likely. There it is. Corruption is just doing so much damage to Nazebo and Thrall. It's just so much damage. I mean, Nazebo, he was alive for freaking 5 seconds, and then that corruption just ticked him down from 20%. So that was insane. Again, Thrall finds himself alone, trying to defend a fort. He is probably not going to be able to do it. He's got to be very careful. You can see how much damage Gul'dan is doing. Look at that, 34,500 with that corruption and flame, and those flame waves. Thrall's doing, on the other team, 27,500 damage, which is pretty impressive. I do enjoy me a good main damage Thrall, or a Thrall that has gusto, that can get in there and do his damage. There's a Johanna going in, doing a great job pulling everyone in. Thrall's doing his sundering, but it's going to knock everyone out of the way. Malfurion needs to be very careful. He has a big thing of corruption on him. Artanis was trying to take down Tracer. He was sniffing out blood. Does Nazebo have his ice wall? He does not. I think he just got the ability to get ice block. And we'll see if he does go ice block, but Malfurion's going to go down as well. 18 kills for the red team, 19 kills for the red team, about to be 20 kills for the red team. Oh my god, the red team is just cleaning up house here. The blue team only has 5, and it's got to be very disheartening that the blue team can't seem to get any kills in on this red team. Nazebo did go ice block. Johanna did go we're going to go flame presence. I forget what it's called for Johanna specifically, but it's the ability where when Johanna's close to people, she's going to be doing some of that damage over time. There's a water dragon onto Artanis. You can see how slow he is. There is a pulse bomb onto Artanis as well. His shield overcharge is not going to keep him alive. Varian is going to be able to take him down. So they got to be very careful. There is a leap on the Malfurion. Malfurion is very low. There is an ancient spear and whirlwind. And is he going to die? He does juke the protector's ability. What is that? The sundering ability? I'm not even sure what it's called. There it is again for you guys to know what I'm talking about. So the red team is doing a great job, and maybe they want to end it right here. But maybe not. It is a little bit... It would actually take a lot for them to end right here. The Protector has about 30 seconds. It's sitting about 30 health. We'll see what they can do. They have both their DPS in there, their Tracer and their Gul'dan, so there's not a lot of corruption coming out right now. There's a... Oh, Johanna gets killed by the Protector's abilities, and there goes Varian charging in, trying to get Artanis. We'll see what happens here. The red team is dipping extremely low. Lily's trying to keep everyone alive. It looks like the DPS is out. A Horrify onto Thrall, pushing him back. Sonya is all over that Nazebo. There is a leap. Malfurion fell to Tracer, and Thrall is going to go down as well. So I think this actually is going to be GG, guys. A short game. You can see Thrall doing 45,000 damage here, and you can see that Tracer has caught up to the Gul'dan and surpassing them, doing 53,000 damage. So it was a short game, a very interesting game. Thanks for coming out and watching. My throat's getting a little sore from yesterday's cast. I'm not used to doing this, but if you did like what you saw, please think about subscribing, liking, commenting, disliking, or even sending your delicious replays to greencarpetmail at gmail.com. Again, that's greencarpetmail, M-A-I-L, at gmail.com. Thanks for coming out here, guys. Love you a lot. 15-minute cast. Beautiful thing.